For your cheapest and most reliable place to buy your FC24 coins, check out mmoexp.com. Link is down in the description below. Use the code WOLF at the checkout for 5% off your order. The 4-2-3-1 YouTube, I like to call it your bread and butter formation. It's all round perfect, amazing going forward and solid defensively. But first, before we get into the custom tactics, drop this video a like for me, drop a comment down below, and if you can hit that subscribe button to my channel, that would mean the world to me. So, you are going to want to use balanced on the defensive style, a balanced style where your team presses the ball to the middle of the pitch and your team shape is neutral. I just like to be in control of where and when my team presses the ball, especially in the 4-2-3-1 and especially because of a certain tweak that has now happened with the defensive depth making a comeback as well. Constant pressure, stay well away from it, and press after possession loss, it just drains your stamina way too much. Pressure on heavy touch as well, I like it, but again, because of the 71 depth making a comeback, which I will tell you about in a minute, you don't really need to use it. So I'm using balanced on the defensive style. The defensive width, I do go a little bit more narrow in the 4-2-3-1 just to make us a little bit more defensively solid. So I do take it ever so slightly down to 43 on the defensive width. That's what I love being a little bit more narrow because it really does make us a lot harder to break down. Again, being more defensively narrow really is hard to break down. The reason for this, I want my team to be a little bit more defensively solid in the middle of the pitch. The latest patch, again, is trying to force our defensive structure out wide, which I don't mind, but I do want to be more defensively solid in the middle of the pitch. So that's why I'm using 43 on the defensive width. The defensive depth, I'm so sorry, YouTube. It's back. I know. Dear. So, it is going to be 71 depth. Yes, it is. I'm just going to tell you that right now. 71 depth is back. I am using and abusing it. There's that 71 depth, winning the ball nice and high up the pitch. Again, the 71 depth, winning the ball nice and high up the pitch. Again, the 71 depth, winning the ball nice and high up the pitch. If any of you don't really know what the 71 depth does, because some of you probably don't know, basically when you lose the ball, your team will automatically press and automatically offside trap. But on the flip side of that, if we were to use a press after possession loss or a pressure on heavy touch, it would drain our stamina so much. But when we are using the 71 depth, it doesn't do that. It's kind of like a little bit of a glitch in the coding where the game doesn't realize that we're actually using a pressure tactic. So we can really afford to use that 71 depth. Use and abuse it until the cows come home. That's what I'm using. So this little holy trinity here, balanced on the defensive style, 43 on the width with 71 depth. The offensive build-up play, of course, is going to be balanced. One thing I will say though, you can definitely use long ball or fast build-up if you want to. Having experimented a lot with the 4-2-3-1 over the last few days before I push this video out today on Friday, I've been using fast build-up and long ball to try and experiment with it. It is good and a viable option. You can definitely use it, but for me, I do just prefer balanced. The chance creation, you know what it's going to be, YouTube. It is, of course, direct passing. Nothing else I like actually on here. I don't like forward runs and I don't like possession and I don't really like balance. I don't really see what it does. The balance of direct passing, I just absolutely love it. Have done for many years now, probably the last 2 years since it's come into the game, and I will probably continue to love it until something else comes and is way more effective. But at this moment in time, I don't see it. The offensive width, now I do actually go a little bit more narrow with this, only ever so slightly down to 45. You will see why, what I do with the player instructions in a minute, why I make it a little bit more narrow. So I am using 45 on the offensive width. Players in the box is, of course, going to be 7. The way I look at that, YouTube, like I say in every single... Oh, I've just smashed my mic there, I'm sorry. Like I say in every single video to you, the more players that we have in the box, the more likely we are to score a goal because balls are likely to land at our feet and stuff like that. It is very OP, so definitely give it a go. Corners and free kicks, I, of course, lower down from 3 and 3 to 2 and 2 just to stop us getting counter-attacked on from our own corners. Custom tactics done. Let's get into the player instructions. Now, before we get into the player instructions, drop this video a like for me, hit that subscribe button to my channel so you never miss a video. That would mean the world to me. Now, the striker is on exactly the same what they are on for all of my custom tactics. My striker player instructions don't really change a lot because I really do enjoy the way that my strikers play. So, of course, my striker is on stay central and getting behind. That just means that my striker will stay in them central areas of the pitch and they will, well, it's actually a sheet, and they will make penetrating runs in behind as well. Very very key. Even if you don't play the ball to your striker, why it is so important to have that player on getting behind is because even if you don't play the ball as they're making them penetrating runs in behind, it does then leave a nice big gap for our cams to operate in, which is very, very, very important. That then brings us nicely onto the middle cam. My middle cam is probably the most important player in the 4-2-3-1 YouTube, so probably have your best or at least favorite player that you've got in that middle cam, because everything goes through that cam. So the only playing restriction you are going to want to have on that cam is getting to the box for cross. That means that your cam, beautiful, there's my middle cam on getting to the box for cross. So important having that middle cam on getting to the box for cross. Will make a lot of penetrating runs in behind and overlap your striker as well. And also when we're running down the byline with our lamb and our ram or stuff like that, or we are just playing out wide or playing a little bit more narrow, your cam will be in the box. And if they are in the box, it gives us a lot of room to operate in, and they will get a lot of goals and a lot of assists just because they are in them attacking situations in the box. So definitely have that cam on getting to the box for cross. The lamb, this is an absolute game changer, and I've taken inspiration from my 4-2-2 and used it in this 4-2-3-1. So my lamb is on comeback on defense, getting to the box for cross, and free roam. The free roam is an absolute game changer. This just means that my cam, my left-sided cam, sorry, beautiful. That's what I'm talking about. You see that left-sided cam on free roam means that they have a lot of license to drift inwards. Very, very, very OP. Beautiful, beautiful. There's the cam. There's the lamb again. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. A little bit of sauce in there again. But again, that's what I'm talking about. Having all three of your cams on getting to the box for cross. So important. We'll take a free roll and roam into space to provide a passing option. Very, very, very OP. I absolutely love it. I didn't like having my middle cam on free roam. I actually really did just prefer having my left-sided cam on free roam. It was really, really, really important. Again, the getting to the box for cross means that they are in the box when we are attacking. It just again gives us more options in the box, and when we have more options in the box, we are going to score more goals. My ram is on actually a little bit of a difference to my lamb. So my ram is only on comeback on defense and getting to the box for cross. This means that my ram, beautiful, and there's the ram on getting to the box for cross. So important having all three of them cams on getting to the box for cross. We'll hold that like kind of like the right sided cam position. They will hold the width on that right handed side, but because we go a little bit more narrow, he won't be too much. He won't be too wide. He will still be involved in the build up play in them narrow positions. It's very, very, very key. I actually do prefer only having one of my cams on free roam, and I prefer having it be my left sided cam, because you will see what I do with my left fullback in a minute. Right sided CDM, I use this as your traditional number 6. I use this as your Rodri role, your Boubacar Kamara role, your Casemiro role. This is the role of that player. So stay back while attacking and cover centre. This player will get the ball and just give it to the better players and play in that middle of the pitch and won't go forward at all. Kind of like the destroyer / deep line playmaker role. Left sided CDM, as always in the 4-2-3-1, is the more attack minded CDM. So the left sided CDM is on balanced attack and cover centre. This left sided CDM will get forward and help out, but not like he would do when he's on get forward. So he'll only get forward a little bit because we have one of the fullbacks, which you will see in a minute why I only have that left-sided CDM on balanced attack. I then play with my right back on stay back while attacking, so my right back won't attack at all. We will defend in a back 3. Both of my centre backs are on completely default settings, and then my left back is the one that is on join the attack and overlap. So that is why I have my left-sided cam on free roam. So when my left-sided cam kind of drifts inwards a little bit, we get the width from our marauding fullback bombing on down that left-hand side. Very, very, very OP YouTube. Definitely give it a go. Last but not least, my goalkeeper is then on comes to crosses and sweeper keeper. That right there is my brand new 4-2-3-1 custom tactics video for you, YouTube. If you did enjoy this video, you know what to do. Drop it a like for me. Drop a comment down below. Please hit that subscribe button to my channel as well. That would mean the world to me. Thank you for watching. Have a blessed team of the year. Peace out. One love.